Yeah, fellas, I got another email. Kind of a long one here from, looks like Spirited Crow. He's writing, "Hello, Supreme. How are you? I'm a 19-year-old person that's very insecure, negative, shy, and has absolutely no social communication skills. I grew up in a all-white neighborhood in Belgium. Ooh, where I and my sister were the first black kids in town. I got bullied a lot by the other kids in town and got all kind of dislike faces from the grown-ups. That really sucks. That really sucks when it's grown-ups that are doing racial hatred towards children. That reminds me of when I was in Misawa, Japan. I told you guys the story about how I was running to the bus to get on the bus, get bus across the school to go to lunch, and this Caucasian bus driver slammed. It was the last bus there. He knew it. There were no other buses to take me to get my lunch. He slammed the door in my face. Wow. Yeah, I feel for you, brother. He goes on to say, "If you know what I mean." Yeah, I know what you mean. And it sucks. Racial shit sucks. It's stupid. Doesn't make sense. Why hate the original race of mankind? It doesn't make sense. He goes on to say, "So for my entire childhood, I sat always very lonely in my room, gaming, drawing, and kept thinking about stuff like philosophy and metaphysics. In and high school, I couldn't talk to people at all, and even today, I still can't communicate with people like I want to. When I am talking to a girl, I really can't look in their eyes and find myself just staring at the ground and nervously smiling all the time. I tried to date girls, but the ones that I dated, it would always end up me getting rejected. In those years of loneliness, I created a negative image about myself. I would tell myself that I am dumb and a worthless person who can't even communicate like a normal person. I hated to see my face in the mirror every morning, because many girls had told me that I was ugly. Ooh. At some point, I got so sick of what all the people thought and said about me that I talked myself into committing suicide. Oh shit. Failed 4 times. I just, for some reason, couldn't take my own life. And I'm glad you didn't. You have no idea how to get out of this. And when you do, you're going to be so pleased. You're going to be so fucking pleased." He goes on to say, "So now I hope YPU, you could help me. Could you tell me how to work to get rid of my negative thoughts and how to create a good self-image and get a good dose of self-confidence, and how to become more of a player so that I could live the life that you have lived? That would be very cool. Greetings, Raul. Sorry for the grammar mistakes." And Raul, I don't really see any grammar mistakes in here, and I'm not really going to judge you. I'm not left brain. I'm not one of these nerdlets running around talking about, "You got bad grammar. You got bad grammar." Fuck you. So you don't got to worry about the shit with me, homie. Let me say that I have been where you have been. I had bullshit like my father telling me I was too dark to meet his Caucasian. Actually, his father was white and Indian, American Indian, and said I was too dark to meet him. So I had that same kind of low self-esteem and hatred of my skin color that you have right now. And it was put in by the environment that you were raised in. Those old folks looking at you with their old pruned up ass faces. It's going to take a long time for this to change. The change will not occur overnight, but I'm glad you wrote to me. I want you to jump in on my Confidence Kicker program to start with. There will be a link in the box for this email. Okay? I want you to get in on that. Let's start you with that and take it from there. I take it that you're either in your last year of high school or you're out of high school, which is good because guess what? You're 19. Guess what? European white women love black men. Yeah, they may have clowned you as a kid and not wanted you in high school, but they love black men over there. I even was getting emails from women in Europe, white women from Sweden and all over, wanting, inquiring about me because they saw one of my profiles. And how they got to me way over here, I'll never figure out. But I'm not talking about Russian women that were those Russian scams either. One was a model that used to live here in the States. So, they love brothers. They're very fond of brothers, especially, up there in England and the UK, where they got a large African population. I'm taking it that you're not African American, but you're the real African race. So that's good for you, brother. That means you got them pure genes, brother. I mean, you got everything you got going for you. You're the original human on the planet, the oldest race on the planet. Do your genetics research. There are geneticists that have proved that. So you're running around with the best genes on this fucking planet. All the rest of us are just mere copies of the original. They've been passed down through time. So you are a work of art, my brother. We just have to uncover it. Start with my Confidence Kicker program, and let's get you started on the path to recovery. Because what happened was racial shit got up in your head, just like it did with me. And you end up hating yourself, and you even went further to attempt suicide and all that. And I know where you're coming from. I know what it feels like. And I also thought I was unattractive. I thought I was ugly. And I thought, people didn't like me. You probably had the same feeling, that people just don't like you. And I used to say that to myself, oh, well, people just don't like me. I'm just one of those people that people just don't like. And that's what I kept telling myself and feeding into my head. Right now, you put all that shit in your head. You put it in there yourself. You're responsible for it. Yes, the environment, the people in your environment were doing that to you, but you allowed it to happen because you were too young to know any better. It's not your fault. So now let's get into your head and reprogram it. Are you aware of how many actual Africans that are really popular today? There's a guy from Benin who's a movie star. He's dating, I think it's Russell Simmons' ex. She's black and Korean, and he's real popular. All through the American history, of TV, we've had black stars that have been real popular. Sidney Poitier. White women were loving on his ass. So, and he's actually from another country also. I believe he's from the Caribbean or somewhere not in America. So, you're the in thing over there. I know a lot of countries have been invaded with foreigners from outside their country, and they're pissed off about it. But if you look around, you'll see some black players out there getting their women too. And that's one of the reasons I'm pissed off, besides the fact that they're flooding the job market. You guys are flooding the job market. Africans and Arabs and Indians and all that. They're not just hating your race, they're hating all of the outsiders. As, you should recognize that's a normal thing. It's just humanity. Don't hate them. It's just the way they are. Learn to understand them. When you learn to walk in their shoes, you learn to understand them, and then you can start the process of forgiveness. This is the way they were raised, the way they are, I know it's 2010 or almost 2010, and the world's grown up quite a bit, but the world hasn't grown up that much. These ignorant people out there are still out there, and they're still stuck in their ways. Learn to understand and start your own process of healing. I'm so glad you didn't take your own life, because you will have a great future ahead of you. I mean, you're in a land of pussy over there. You could travel down to Portugal and have all them Portuguese women. Because Portuguese women, brother, listen carefully, Portuguese women love black men. I've been watching their TV shows. They love some brothers down there. And in Spain and Italy, I've had friends that have been in the service. They cleaned up in them countries. So, yeah, I know you're up where it's fucking cold up there, but go down to where it's nice and warm. Your ass would be the in thing too. So you got a great future ahead of you, okay? Let's keep you on the track. And I'm going to post a link to my Confidence Kicker program. Until next time, fellas.